Hi, good afternoon, everybody. So I'm Ben from Colossal Factory, and our technology is called QuickText. So it's just the exact same thing. We are here to solve basically three problems. The first one is about you've paid so much to make people reach your website, but conversion is not always here. The idea is that it's so expensive to bring traffic to your website. It's pretty sad to lose it because basically the customer didn't find what they were looking for. We're going back to all these three issues later, so I'm just presenting them right now. So a lot of traffic on your website and few bookings. The second issue is your customers are mobiles and you're not. Basically, if you are selling something to somebody, you probably should try to be very at ease and very fluent with the tools that they use all the time. And hotels are not usually very good with mobile. And the third problem is customers don't buy enough of your additional services. And that's an issue you're very well aware of. So the first problem is hotels and basically, they fail to create value on their website versus OTAs. That's why OTAs have a very high conversion rate, and hotels have usually a lower conversion rate. So what I think is that 100% of people, well, actually 100% of men and 98% of women don't really know what they want. So sometimes they need help. So what you see here is just an hotel that is the Teleport in Amsterdam. I try to choose a local hotel. And the idea is that he has visits every day. So like people ask questions all the time. Sometimes it's a Belgian guy that say, "Oh, I'm really interested in your hotel, but I have a few questions before I book." Basically, if people make the extra effort to go to your website, it's because they look for something else. If they know what they want, they go to booking.com and they book in 2 clicks. If they arrive at your website, maybe they are going to go to your booking engine. That's fine. But if they are not because they have a doubt that makes them unsure, you really don't want to lose them. So what happens? You just answer their questions, and then you make them book. Okay, that's the principle of a live chat. It's very easy and quick to understand. The second problem is that guests are mobile and you are not. Basically, you have hotel apps. Well, apps for hotel, everybody knows that it's not working very well. You have responsive websites that usually don't drive a lot of booking either because it's just a small version of the website. If you want to be able to leverage a mobile strategy, you should probably think about what is really hot in the mobile. What are people doing all the time with their mobile? They are using instant communication systems such as Facebook Messenger, SMS, WeChat, etc., WhatsApp. And the idea would be to put all the instant communication channels that your guest might use, including the live chat that I've just presented, and be able to manage it from one single platform. So no matter what, no matter from where your customers are actually writing, it will arrive on the same platform and it will be easy to manage. So that's basically QuickText. Moving on with the second issue, it's a mobile mindset that I'm following now. You have another issue with your website is that your booking engine was made for the web. Basically, a booking engine is a form. Okay, a form is very good when you have a big screen, but when you have a small screen and fat, greasy fingers, such as I have, you're always unsure about booking with your phone because you might make a mistake. So basically, if you could use once again the idea of a live chat when you are on mobile, it could be useful. And where you're not here, actually, to answer to the guest, an artificial intelligence takes over. That's the last point I will make. But I'm sure that everybody is saying in their head right now, I can't manage all the communications that arrive through my live chat or the answer to the messages I send on by SMS, etc. Don't worry, you can automate everything, or you can automate part of what I'm saying. Okay, so the idea is We are working on mobile. Being mobile first doesn't mean that you forget your your website, because like we're also here. Okay. So the two first issue were you have a lot of you have traffic on your website, but you have few bookings. The idea is that it might be that you lose customers because they don't know exactly what they want and they don't find the proper advice on your website, or they simply don't know how to read. So they will ask your question. Second issue was basically people use their mobile and more to they use it to book hotels. The thing is, your mobile website is probably not mobile friendly. The thing that people try to use more and more on their mobile is actually texting, because it's easy, because you make no mistake. You can use the live chat that is responsive. You can use also SMS to interact with the hotel. The third problem I like to address is, I think, a little bit deeper. It's how hotels manage the customer journey. I like the presentation of Oki about pre-stay emails, because I think it's actually true that emails are the best solution if you want to interact with guests up to 4 or 5 days before arrival. Because when people book, at first they have a very abstract idea of what they want. They want a room. And little by little they refine their needs and what they really want. And they discover that actually they don't want a simple room, they want a deluxe room. But when communication is really like close to arrival on, or while the customer is actually at the hotel, there are only two ways that are really efficient to communicate. Either he will go to the desk, of course, but he will also use much more instant communication rather than anything else, rather than emails. So basically, a proof of that is from Teleport as well. I don't know if it's possible to see. It's just a guest that realized that he had booked a room with no bathroom, and he wants to change his reservation just before arrival. And since probably he didn't open his pre-stay email, because they receive a pre-stay email at Teleport, I think they use Oki, he didn't open it, but he had his need. So he just opened the live chat and decided to ask the hotel directly. My point is that you can have everything in place. It's really important to have all the doors open to get communication from your guests, because that's what makes a difference. Maybe sometimes as well you want to you want to be in control, like not in control, but you want to be able to orient or to suggest things to your guest at the right time of their customer journey. So basically, we're connected to Mews, and you can just decide, okay, it's sunny today in Amsterdam, so probably you send to your guest, oh, it's sunny today, you might enjoy a nice bike tour. It's only 15 euros, so we have bikes available, don't hesitate. Well, when you do that, you're not only offering a menu of things, you're actually sending a message that is time sensitive, that is coherent with the guest profile, because you send it probably on a Sunday, and you know or when you know that this customer is for leisure, and it's really easy to send. So basically, you send one information that is short, that is time sensitive, and that will reach your guest, because the open rate of an instant message is 98% in 15 minutes. So it's really easy to do. You'd say, I want to speak to people that are today in the hotel. Or if you don't have bikes, you say, it's Sunday. If you want to enjoy Amsterdam a bit more, maybe we could give you a late checkout. You see, this kind of very targeted message that at the end of the day makes some money for the hotel. And of course, well, you can, since we take all the information from Mews, you can get very precise customer profile. You can get people that stay for more than 3 days, that are here on leisure, that are regular customers, etc., etc. You just program your message. You decide if it's something that will be sent to all the customers that reply, that correspond to the segmentation you've made, or if you want just to send it once because it's Sunday and because it's sunny. And the last thing I wanted to say, it's once again, the first thing that people say is that I don't have time to take on any new technology. So don't worry. We've just, actually we will release next week the artificial intelligence that is when you're not here or when you're not available or nobody can reply, it will take over. It's not a human being, but it can take a decent, it's decent to take a booking and to answer all the questions that people ask. If you look at Teleport, like half of the question people ask are really simple questions that could be replied to by a machine. It's just the person has this question, a need for a quick reply, and they don't want to look for the information for too long on your website. That's the kind of people you want to address, either because it's what will prevent them from booking direct, or because they are your customers that will already come and you might be able to sell them something more. And the artificial intelligence, well, as I said, it's here to help you when you're not online. It takes bookings. It's available on text messages. It will be available in iMessages, Facebook Messenger, WeChat, etc. And by 2018, we want to make it action by voice. So in a nutshell, QuickText is just a tool that will make you able to interact, have meaningful interaction with your guests through instant communication channels. The idea is to make this interaction meaningful and profitable for the hotel, but by engaging guests with messaging that will be very personalized and help you differentiate from any OTA or generic provider. So we're a communication tool that is simple, quick, that will be opened and that is compatible to all devices, whose job is to increase customer satisfaction and ultimately make money for the hotel. So there is one last thing I didn't understand yesterday when I was doing the presentation. I saw this message on the Teleport Hotel because I used it as a case study. I don't know if do you speak Dutch? Like, could you read that? Yeah, it's just a very simple message. It's somebody that didn't stay at the hotel at all, but he has friends that stayed at the hotel, and he wanted to make them a present. So it just went on Facebook Messenger or was it SMS? I don't remember. And he asked for it because out of the blue he asked for it, and the hotel could manage it very easily. So maybe you want to take over.
Sure. So just want me to read out what it says. Yeah, sure. So this one's actually, so it's from somebody who is in Australia, who is asking, there's two guys in your hotel right now, Quentin and Charlotte. Could I ask you to give them a beer, one each, please, and send me a note with the ticket, because they are my best friends, I'm in Australia, and I wasn't there for his birthday. It's actually a really cool tool, actually. So they
The birthday part is actually nice. So if you have a girlfriend, it's effective as well. It will be more expensive than a beer at the Teleport, but you get the idea. No automated system will make you able to do that. But we can make it very easy if you have a system that will concentrate all the instant communication. So I think you get the picture. Is like Michael here? Like from Teleport? He has left already? Hey, so is what I've said, just I won't ask you to say if it's nice, because we'll discuss about your cut later, but is what I've said true? So is QuickText actually delivering what I promised? So solving 3 problems. Increased communication on the website, being able to have a better mobile strategy, and being able probably to sell more because you have bike and I'm harassing you to sell them through QuickText.
No, it's helping us, especially because of our website is not the best. It's not very fast. So this is a great tool that makes our website a little bit more less worse. No, thank you.
Thanks.